So I did it. I made it to day 30 of my raw vegan 30-day challenge. If you follow me on Instagram, you'd see that, or even from my first fruit haul, I did this as a 7-day challenge, then I went 14 days, and then I went 30 days. So I just wanted to give you guys some of my results and benefits and kind of answer any questions and do what I was eating and everything like that. So, first of all, let's start with, let's see, what I was eating. So, I did keep a food diary. To here is all the days that I did, the 30. And I actually just wanted to maybe read, like, maybe the first page before and kind of my excuses to why I wasn't raw before. And let's see, number one is an all or nothing mentality. And I think a lot of us struggle with this. It's, we eat something, have a cracker in the afternoon. So then we're like, ugh, screw it. And then just eat terribly for the rest of the day. Over this past year and a half of being high carb, I've kind of tried to give myself more of a break when it comes to things like that. And I'm much better than I used to be. But now it's just like, kind of like raw or cooked. So it's like if I eat something cooked, then I'm like, oh, I'll just have a cooked dinner instead of just like getting back on the raw dinner train. I have worrying about future situations. And this one's a big one for me because, so I'll be like, oh, I want to be totally raw. And then I'll think about, oh, in 2 weeks I have a friend coming in town. I really want to take him to this big vegan, really good vegan restaurant. And oh, I love their vegan sandwiches, or oh, they have really great soup, or, and I think too much like about the future. And so then therefore I'm like, well, I'm just not even going to start this week. I'll start like after. And that's a big one for me. Let's see. I said number 3 was I didn't know how to incorporate a backup plan without feeling guilty. And so that's, eating raw all the time. And then if you have to eat some rice, and then going back to just raw all the time. And then, it's like and I think that incorporates with the all or nothing, mentality. I have cooked carbs are so cheap, which they are. And then, not saying that a fully raw diet isn't cheap. It can be really cheap too, but you have to admit that cooked carbs are cheaper. I mean, you can get like a 25-pound bag of rice for literally like $20. You can get a huge thing of potatoes. Rice, potatoes, pasta have longer shelf life. So that's kind of going into like preparing, it's like I like just knowing that I have like potatoes and rice in the cupboard for when I'm hungry. And, whereas like when you're eating all raw, you really have to replenish like every 3 days or, once a week with a big haul. Missing foods I won't have anymore. And that is, I think the biggest thing, I don't know, would be like soups or stuff. I mean, it's hard now, like, doing the 30 days. Your taste buds too do change. And so I wish I would have put which foods I would have been missing the most. And I bet I would have put something like rice. And I'm actually really not even craving rice right now because it sounds really dehydrating. And then I have not supporting vegan restaurants or any vegan products. And this one's a big one for me because since I am vegan, like I'm not plant-based, and there is a difference. And I love supporting vegan restaurants. And, I know I could go and get like a salad. I don't know. I just want to try out their stuff. There's like new, jackfruit pulled barbecue sandwiches. And it's just, they're being so much more creative these days with vegan food. And I feel they're just being so much more creative with vegan food these days. And I just feel like, I want to support that. And so that was an issue. That was one of the reasons. And then at the end, I just wrote excuses, excuses, excuses. So those were excuses. So I'm really glad that I went 30 days. And I thought I would just pick like maybe a couple pages. Obviously, I'm not going to read you the whole 30 pages, but just a couple of pages so you can see what I was eating and stuff like that. And let's see. Let's do an earlier one. Day 3. And so here's my little journal. And I'll also talk about like what's some good things to put in journals and also what I wish I would have put. So it was January 19th. It was Monday. It was day 3. I had 2 coconuts, 10 dates, 10 strawberries, and a little bit of carob and a little bit of barley grass juice powder. So that sounds like a delicious breakfast. I then had 2 apples, 1 cherimoya, which I said I love, love, love. And then I had 32 ounces of orange juice. And I ate 5 slices of orange juice, and I'm liking eating the orange juice instead of juicing them. I had half a dragon fruit, and I said, I don't know what I want to do for dinner. I should have a smoothie, and then I had a salad, romaine, cucumber, peppers, apples, grapes, avocado, basil dressing. So that sounds like that dressing that I actually did a video for on one of my one vid a day, probably like the 3rd one. I said I didn't need the avocado in my salad, and I didn't really like the cucumber in it. For dessert, I had strawberry sherbet. So that was a really great day. And for the first couple of weeks, I was just flying by, these were getting easy. So let's do day 22. So this was February 7th, so this was only a week ago. And I said, let's I'm over the 3-week hump. I had strawberry Gatorade. I said I had another strawberry Gatorade. I went to a party where I brought oranges, raspberry, grapes, melon, and pineapple. I said bad food combining. And then salad, I had romaine, orange juice, lemon, tahini, dill, and no salt seasoning. I said it was a great night, great people.